A sad moment when a friend's father dies. What a way to start a video, isn't it? Yeah, it just happened, and it hurts. I don't know why. Didn't even know. Never saw him. Spoke to him for 5 minutes. He wanted my advice. Maybe that's what has stuck to me. No one's ever asked me for advice. Well, they ask me, but then after I tell them, they already tell me it's no good. No, it's no good that way. No explanation. No. Don't we need a little explanation in this world? Now, there's a lot of things going on. Now, wherever you want to go, it's as small as the workplace, it's as short as the home. Even when you come home and you're all alone, there's an explanation you need for certain things. Why did I leave this here? I can't believe I left that there. Oh, I forgot to do this. So we're always contacting, and when you see it, you say it to yourself. You don't just go ahead and do it. You are saying, oh, look at that. This is what you're saying inside your own mind. You're all alone now. Say, oh my God, I left the pot with my sausage in it last night, and the cats ate it. I looked at it and I said to myself, oh, my sausage is missing. And I looked and, oh, I found the sausage. So right away, found the sausage, cleaned the counter. I probably went to clean the counter. Cleaned the stove, pulled the stove out, cleaned underneath the stove. And all for a sausage I forgot to take out of a pan. You see what it leads you? And you're saying this to yourself. And now while I'm talking to you, you're asking yourself questions. Is that true? Is this happening? Yeah, you're talking to yourself right now. Every move you make, you talk to yourself. Otherwise, how can you make the move unless you make it work in your own mind? Reason with reason for every season. And there's never a choice, but we must always rejoice for the difference that comes. Because everybody knows that if nothing ever changes, it becomes no more fun. Oh, I've been with her 8 years. It's long enough. It ain't long at all. You haven't even started. You ever sit down and go, who are you? What do you feel like in your bones? Anyways, talking about bones, it always jumps me over to think about, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do this. I've done this before. This comes off a truck. Okay. The 2 on the right, the 33, is command and create, one of the strongest commands of God. The reason for the 7 is in the center. Now take note that the 7 is in the center, okay, because that is the number of God for a certain reason I will be showing you in 1 minute. The 9 is actually the 9 lives of the cat, and the 1 is the spirit. But when you read it the other way, the R is resident for resident of the digital world, because the 8 is not an 8. It's 2 different equations inside that 8, and you can also say if you drew a line across a 0, it would turn into an 8. Except in this situation we have indentations, contemplations. When you see an indentation, okay, if you put them together, that will make a diamond, okay? We have contemplations. Anyway, the 8 is the heaven, it's the number of eternity. 81 is 9 times 9 of the 81 places and worlds that exist around us, okay? Then we split that apart. We go to 19, which is the second to last letter in the, which is the last number, the 19th before 20, okay? And it's the spirit, because the 19 accumulates everything inside of it before it, okay? That's under it. Now, if you flip this upside down, instead of it saying 1-9, we're going to look at it as 1-6, because 9 just means the other part of the pregnancy is the angel up in the heavens. When you look into a mirror, it looks back a different way. Well, the heavens is up and down, and you're on the wrong side. That's why the 9 looks like a 6. It would say man, the 1 spirit of man, the 1 6 on the dice that you see, totaling 7. Then you have 97. 9 times 7 is 63 moons on Jupiter. Okay? 9 plus 7 is 16. You have 79. You have just, okay, gone down 79 to 87, 18 spaces, which they say is high, okay? Now the 7 times 9, which was 63, which 6 times 3 is 18, high. There's answers inside answers. You have to do every single one, and according to the pattern on here, some of them won't have any effect, and the other ones will take a bigger definition upon it. Now we get down to the 73. Well, everybody knows, okay, that in each world, there's only 7 passages, okay, of 3. Or you can look at it the other way, okay, that there's 3 worlds of 7, because there's 3 cubes, okay? 7 times 3 is 21. 7 plus 3 is 10. 31 is spirit creation. Then we have the strongest 2, which is the 33, and that is basically Jesus Christ, command, and I create, okay? And that's what you got here. And what we have here on the bottom, I never liked Je me souviens. I am not a Je me souviens guy. I am La Belle Provence de Quebec. And I like it because, you know what's fun about here? But they make fun of me. I like to pretend to talk any language I speak because it's fun. You know, and here in Quebec you can do it, but if you do it where the language is precise, you make all these mistakes, you look like a weirdo. Oh, I hear you. I already look like a weirdo. I already sound like a weirdo. Hey, guess what? I didn't even light up a smoke. The children of the world. The vice man has. And take a look at this word. Don't look at the word. I'm going to tell you it's a Roy. And sometimes if you eliminate the V part at the top of it, it becomes a Roi. And that means king. Okay? But in my situation here, okay, because don't forget, some of the letters are in 2 worlds. Some are in 3 and some letters come from 1. So when you split it in half, you might actually be showing yourself the true letter from whence it came. But the addition of the bottom part of the letter may have changed the sound. And that's why CK, K, okay, or Q sounds like a K, and sometimes C sounds like a K. It's for that reason. The C, the Q, okay, both of them, if you take a look at it, you can slice off the bottom of the Q and you got an A again. Okay, there's actually only 4 letters that actually pronounce with the A letter, and that is J, says J-A, okay? Don't give me any other of these things, just stick to what I got. I've got a flat pattern running, okay? The next one's K. Do you know what the last one is? R, Jack, King, and Resident. All standing with the second letter being an A for the angels of the night. Why, Batman is upside down because he's reflecting the underworld of the gods, which is no worse than the overworlds. You know what happened is too many mean people from Earth got up into the heavens, and that's what happens. Where am I next? I was going to do many pages on this, and my videos keep getting canceled, but I want to show you 5775 and explain this. I'm going to shut that radio off. Okay? Sugar and spice. Why? Because the 5, the S, okay, if you noticed I made them square, okay? Or excuse me, they're 4 by 3, and I shouldn't have done it that way. I made a mistake, but don't worry about how many lines, okay? So what we have right now is sugar and spice, and 5775, and why I'm predicting this date. There's more than just this photo. I have many other things done that all show the same happening. And what we have is you turn around those 7s face to face, okay? You see the 7s face to face down there? 7 versus 7. It says 2 7s over each other, creating an X equaling to 10,000 years. Thus, Krista Berg in the song, The Spanish Train, talks about 10,000 souls are on the line. Because that mark is 10,000, okay? And if you're going to the left and going to the right, and both of them are positive, those 2 5s will end up to be 10,000. The 7s will be 14,000. It'll give us 24,000. And 24,000, 24 is actually one part of the explanation of the understanding of the number of man. Okay? And anyways, you got these 2 7s here now, okay? 7 versus 7, okay? And as the 5 is the spirit ring, I'm going to show you what it is. The 5 is the spirit ring in which passage and communication is made between the heaven angels, number 2 and 8, meaning the beta world of the heavens connect, and they connect through the 5 ring. And then we connect 4 and 6 okay, with the 5, and now to each. So if you take a look on the left here, that's the 6 dice, okay? There is nothing in the center, but in order to have the spirit connect, we have to add the 1 dice in the center, okay? But now there are 7 positions. That's why God's number is 7. So we mark either 7D or 7H, okay? And the reason we mark D would be for diamonds, okay? Because everyone would be a different suit, because we have to use all 4 suits. And the bottom one would be the heart, 7H, because in Monopoly it says hotels, red hotels, my friend, and they only got 9 of them because there's only 9 spots in the 9 lives of the cat. So that's all they got in Monopoly, is only 9 houses. So we have 7-5 here, and we have 7-5 here. So what we have is 57 on this dice versus 75 on that dice. Why do we reverse the number? Well, can't you see it's not turned the same way? So they're reversed. So now we have the year 57, 75, north-south angels, east-west man, okay? And why they call it the Middle East is because that center dot right there, okay, where it says 7D51, that is the Middle East. That's why Israel counts. That's why there's something out there in Israel. Something is happening in America. There's a 3 triangular shaped road designs that I've noticed that run all down to Colorado and also out of California, San Francisco, through Nevada, down from Montana, Idaho, because of the pomme de terre, which is the apple of the earth. Anyways, we have the 2 dice here, okay? V versus. You see it says versus? But V in French is life and spirit. Okay, and that's what they're fighting. And if you look over the other dice on top, I designed the E on top for the E world. I could have designed anything I want on the dice because you can. They're fabricated so that we can do what we want. There's 9 dot positions, and guess what? What do you think about them? What do you think? They're all black holes. So what do you think? The black holes we see are going out or coming in? You understand what I'm saying? There's black holes they see out there. Okay? What's the black hole? Is it getting sucked? What's this? But where's actually the velvet? How is the separation? Because it spins, would our fabric be bent over? Okay? What happens is, how does it reknit? Well, it's the same thing like making cotton candy. We keep spinning, and as much as it rips, it repairs itself. Cotton candy. All our fruits and all our vegetables, and even the B sign for verses, well, that's the top of the apple, okay? This is the top of the apple right here. And this part here, if this was the North Pole, if they're going to drill and pass this part here, we're all in danger right here. If they go below this mark right here in the North Pole, we're in danger. The last thing I wanted to explain to you before this falls apart is this. Okay, 6 and 9, like I said, because the angel is down and you're up, and he's up and you're down, it creates you the 6 and the 9. Okay, but a birth, everybody just uses the 9, because if you're the 4, you're the angel up there, if you're the 6 man here, but you're both the 9 birth. Okay, so what happens now, where's my color marker? What happens now is, because you're 2 with 1 9 birth, you take the 9 and you split it in half. You see that? That's what happens in a 9. You get 4.5 each. But it's a singular birth, but it's a birth in the heavens. There is no decimal. It stays at 45, 45, and that's why in tennis you cannot have this score. Not because of anything else, but there is other reasons in tennis that you can't have that score, because they're angles. They're the angles of passage on this. Okay? And you can't possess it. You see, you're allowed to possess the 40, because when you go north from the, it's 90 degrees. That's why you can put the 40, okay? The 5s are all passage numbers, okay? You can't use them, okay? 9 is a special number. There's so many special things. Anyways, I thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you're still talking to yourself. Thank you.